Okay, if you have downloaded and saved your Mother's Day pop-out card to your computer, you can start a new project in Cricut Design Space by just clicking on New, and then down here, click on Upload and Upload Image, Browse. You will be finding your SVG on wherever you saved it on your computer. So I will grab mine. It's right here and open. And you will get a pop-up. The updated SVG contain the following items that are not supported. Autoflow text import anyways. Click continue, and here it is. So we go down to bottom right and upload, and it will be highlighted in here. You will need to click on this to highlight it. It should be the very first item that is on this list right here. Now, once you click on your file, over here, bottom right, insert images. And it will come in a little bit large, but we can minimize the view by going down to bottom left. I'm going to minimize to 50%, and it is all grouped, so I can click on the whole project and bring it to the middle. Now I can see everything. And now I'm going to ungroup. And once it's ungrouped, you can start changing the colors and edit how you want to. I'm going to start with the card base, and over to your right menu, you scroll down. This is highlighted. This is your card base. Right above it is your score line. So I've clicked on the score line. I need to come up here and change it from a cut to score. And once it is a score line, you go back over to your menu, click the Shift key on your PC or Windows computer, and click on your card base. Now they are both highlighted, and you need to go down to the bottom and attach. That one is done. Now we need to do our envelope. I click the envelope. It will show me on the menu. Right above the envelope base is your score lines. Click on your score lines and change them to from cut to score. And again, you'll need to highlight the envelope as well as the score line together and attach. We will do the same thing for the pop-out base, which is down here, the first one. Both of these are highlighted, and you need to click on attach. And again, for the one that is behind it, both highlighted and attached. You are now ready to cut your items out. Make it at the top. And this will open up into all of your mats and sort the colors for you. Over here you have your size of paper that you want to use. If you change the size of the paper, it will automatically sort your project again for that size paper. And once you are done sorting, you come over to click continue, and it will start the process of cutting out all of your items. Okay, so you've cut out all your items for your Mother's Day flower box pop-up card, and let's begin by doing the card base, and we're just going to fold that over in the middle. And we also need to prepare our bases for the pop-out. And you will have these two strips that are your base for your pop-out. You'll notice that you need to just click these, pop those open, and these are going to be holding the pop-out.
Okay, so you'll notice that I have the cut lines on the top of this item and the bottom of this one. So what we need to do is fit both of the slits openings on top of each other to make an X, just like this, and this part of it will become the front or the back of your pop out. So the next part of the pop out, you want to just fold right on this cut line, bring it around so that it lines up with this edge, and also the bottom and the top should be lining up so everything is parallel and square. And this other side is going to fold over as well, and you can crease that to make your pockets. And what will happen is it will open up into this X area. You're going to fit the slits in each other to make another X at the back like this. And that is your pop-up. This part will go on the back of the card. This part will go on the front. So let's make the front of this. Okay, to get this in the proper spot, the basket goes directly on the front, and just even it up with the bottom so that it's all flat with the bottom and the sides. And I'm going to use the double-sided tape on the very bottoms and the edges. So again, just match that up evenly with the bottom and the edges. So that will lay flat when you pull out your pop out like that. This is going to be the front. So now we can start our inserts. This is going to be the first layer of flowers, and we will put the leaves on first. And you have an outline, basically the shadow of the flowers right here. So try to line up the pieces as they fit, kind of like a puzzle. And this one will go on here. The pink flower. I'm just going to lay these on here, and then I will glue them down. The red flower over here. And the yellow. And I missed a petal, so I will glue that on in place. On this last piece that I'm putting on here, I'm going to just put glue on the very tip of it so that if I want to maybe pop the petal over the gate or basket, I can do that. So it will come and it fits on the very top front layer. And what I did was I just popped the red flower out so it's on the outside of the little basket. And that is the first part of your pop-up, and your second insert back layer will go in here. So let's put that together. And again, you have the outline of your bigger pieces, so those will go on first. Just match everything up. And I'm just using a glue stick, but you can use whatever adhesive you feel comfortable with. This one matched up. And let's put the green flower on. Make sure those ones get lined up as well. And our yellow over here. Okay, let's see how that looks. Pull out the pop out again. We'll put this one in, showing into the back. And it will rest on the petals. So you have your pop out. And so the back of the pop out right here will get attached to the inside of the card. This isn't glued on yet, but it will get inside of here. So what we can do is take front of this off, and this is your front of the card. You'll open it up. You can fold this back over, and we will glue or use double-sided tape and tape the edges of this onto the card. Okay, so I've got my double-sided tape at the very edges. When you're putting this on, you want to make sure that this part is at the very bottom, because you want to allow for this part to have enough room. And sometimes the little inserts will be too far up or down, so we just need to even everything up and put it on here so that it has enough room, the bottom and the top, and also on the sides. It's going to need to fit inside this part, and it will be able to fold over. And we will put the front part on. And when you're cutting this out in Design Space, when you are preparing your file for cut, you can choose which lettering to use. There is Mom, Mum, or Mother. I'm going to put the backing on first. In the middle, make sure it's a little bit higher than the middle so that you have enough room to put your little sign for your mom right on the bottom. We'll put that on last. So I'm going to start with the leaves, and I'm going to position these on before I glue it so that I know I have it centered properly for everything to fit. So the pink flower, the yellow bud, the yellow down about here, and the red right about here. And I think I need to adjust it over a tad. So I'm going to move everything over and then try to just glue it. Right about here for the leaves. Okay, so that is your card front. And when you open it, you can fold it back and it becomes a little pop-out flower box card. There we go. I'm going to try to turn it sideways so you can see a little bit of how it is. Now we can make an envelope so you can send it off. You should have score lines on here to be able to fold in your corners. What I like to do is just take a ruler and go from corner to corner and easily make a fold. And this side. This is your bottom part of the envelope. And what I'm going to do is put some double-sided tape on both of the outside edges. And there is your envelope. And everything fits inside. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And for the outside of your envelope, use a little bit of double-sided tape on the flower. You can use this. I'm going to leave that side on since I don't want to actually seal it, but I am going to put it on the outside. So So it just goes like that, and when you're ready to seal it, you can just take your double-sided tape off and it will seal